Hi folks, this is a quick video on the subject of calendar reform. It's actually a follow-up video to a video I did 8 years ago, which I just watched back. And an incidental thing about that video is my accent seemed to be slightly more Welsh back then. I'm gradually losing my Welsh accent over the years, at least according to the evidence of that video. That video was called Wednesday Thursday merger proposal, I think, or Wednesday Thursday merger, or something like that. So I'm interested in calendar reform. I'm interested in basically getting rid of these 7 days a week, 31-day months, 30-day months, 28-day months, whatever, however long these damn months are, and so on. So back then I was interested in changing the week to 6 days, and I'm still proposing changing the week to 6 days. In the meantime, I was a proponent of changing the week to 5 days long, but I changed back. Just to be clear, as I made clear on the video 8 years ago, I'm not talking about the working week here. I'm talking about actually chopping off days, getting rid of days of the week permanently. So the whole cycle is just 6 days. Now I don't have any better ideas than I did then about what to call the new days. I went into it in more detail in that video actually, but back then I wanted to merge Wednesday and Thursday and call it Wursday. I'm not 100% sure about that. I'm thinking now I wouldn't mind just changing them to A Day, B Day, C Day, D Day, E Day, and F Day. But I don't know. Is that destroying culture? There's also the issue of feminism and the fact that almost all the days of the week, I think 4 of the days of the week are named after male gods, and one is named after a female god. That female god is the Norse goddess Freya, who gives us the name of Friday. So if we want to have, so my plan of merging Wednesday and Thursday actually wouldn't completely solve the problem. I think we'd still have Saturday and Tuesday, which are men. Also, Tiw, I believe, is a Norse god of war. So that's really bad, doubly bad. It's a male god, and it's a god of war. Should we really be naming one day of the week after a god of war? It's a little bit out of date and dangerous, I think. Not that anybody knows what the hell Tuesday is named after. Anyway, whatever we name them, I think an even number of days is useful. I went into this in the last video a lot, but basically, if you want to walk your dog or wash your hair, not in my case, um, take a tablet or divide some labor with somebody, it's kind of easier if you got an even number. We can also divide the week by 3 as well if you want to do something twice a week. They'll be evenly spaced things. Anyway, my big cool thing I've thought of recently, is why I'm really updating this, is that in that video I was saying we should just have the normal months, I think sort of regularized to 30 days. But now what I reckon we should do is just have 61 weeks, so in a year. So 61 weeks of 6 days every year, except every 8 years we have a kind of leap year where we only have 60 weeks. So I think that's pretty cool. People who love months, yeah, you won't have months anymore, but a month will be basically 5 weeks. So whatever you used to do every month, you do it 5 weeks. So women's periods obviously might be an issue here, but they got the 5 week thing too. to remember that by. Not the periods are exactly on calendar months or these 5 30-day things anyway. But yeah, I think it'll be really neat. I mean, we have to think in weeks, but months and weeks didn't really fit together anyway. And yeah, okay, we have this odd week at the end of the year, but what can we do? I mean, nothing fits exactly into a year. So, and so you might think, hang on, you're only working 4 days a week. Well, I'm hoping that people will just work 4 days a week and have a weekend like usual. But you might be thinking, hang on, we won't get so much work done in the year. But I have worked out that on this system, if we don't have any bank holidays, and bank holidays are a bit complicated and confusing, aren't they? If we don't have any bank holidays and we have 4 weeks off a year, we will be working exactly the same number of days as we currently work, with 5 weeks a year in the UK off and 8 bank holidays in the UK. So it'll be exactly the same number of days I have worked out. So wouldn't it be cooler to just work 4 days and have 2 days off every week and still have 4 weeks a year off to go away somewhere? So anyway, I hope you all found that interesting and wish you all the best. Bye.